Clap whenever.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, go. Clap.
3, 2, 1.
Alright, you're good to go.
Alright, so
What's going on, guys? I'm one of your hosts, Adrian Skorsky,
Kevin Harris back, episode 2.
of the Long Island Lads podcast.
Yep, and today we got two guests.
Two guests.
Two special guests. And that is Jake Montgomery and Ivan Rodriguez. Yes!
What's up, guys?
Yes!
Alright. Guys, how you
Yo.
doing? Pretty good. How you guys doing?
Glad you can make it. How's the flight?
Long, dog. 5 minutes.
5-minute drive,
good.
good.
Not bad.
I like that. You live down the road.
So, guys, come on. Talk a little bit about
Yeah.
yourselves.
Me?
Start with Ivan.
Alright, right now, I'm a mechanic. Work 24/7. That's pretty much it.
The man.
Yep.
And then, your turn.
Okay, I'm Jake. Currently, I work for the state over at Wildwood State Park in Wading River.
Damn.
I'm going to Suffolk right now, studying to be a
flags.
DC officer.
I like that.
What is that?
It's basically like an environmental ranger, except it works for federal lands, a little bit above the county and state.
Word. So is that's like the end game goal for you?
That's the end game. Already did county, doing state right now. I'm moving on.
Word.
Nice, nice.
Is it like National Ranger?
Ooh, that'd be the ultimate dream goal.
Is that a thing?
Yeah, I don't even know.
National parks, yeah.
Oh, she's talking about for like Yellowstone and shit like that?
Yeah, Yellowstone.
That'd be crazy.
Yeah, there's a good amount of state ones.
But at the moment, you're thinking of like just like local parks.
Yeah.
Alright, word.
It's good.
You like. So what's like the main thing, like the drive behind it? Is it like you care more about the environment, or it's like?
Yeah, the environment's usually like a big part of it. I do not want to be stuck in a office job, little square for the rest of my life.
That's
Yeah,
fair.
I think I might want
Yeah.
to blow my brains out if I did that.
For sure.
Being outdoors is
Yeah, it's nice being outdoors.
seems fun.
Yeah, for sure.
Except when it's cold as
How about
shit.
you, Ivan?
Yeah.
What's your end game goal, buddy?
My end game? I don't know. Right now, I'm a mechanic. But I gotta switch up my ideas right now.
For sure.
Yeah.
Still figuring it out?
Yeah.
Awesome.
I tried mechanics for a year. I'm just falling off. Not starting to like it no more. So we gotta switch it up.
We were just talking about this yesterday.
Yeah, this is
about
a-
how it's just like
This is a topic.
people like they come to like conclusions where it's like they feel like they know what they want already, but then they end up changing it, and that's so fine. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You gotta find your niche. You gotta like
Yeah.
feel
I
comfortable.
gotta try more things. I can't
For
like.
sure.
It
stick
is
to
like
it.
we're trying this because this just seems fun, you know. Something I want
Remember-
to try.
Like you tried culinary school. You didn't like.
I hated culinary school.
Yeah.
I mean,
Perfect
if
example.
this doesn't work, I'm still gonna be a culinary. I'm still gonna follow that
Yeah,
path.
you still have a passion for
Yeah,
culinary.
yeah,
It's just
definitely.
like
Yeah, I did that shit in like 11th grade with BOCES. I was like, oh yeah, I definitely want to be an engineer. Do that, I will never ever set foot into anything engineering
Being
related.
an engineer is
Yeah,
hard.
especially with
Something
our
like
engineering teacher. Tommy knows about that.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, she fucking hated him.
Dude, I don't know. Being an engineer is crazy because it's kind of just like, here's a problem, figure it out yourself. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
It's
even
like,
like,
dude, I can't.
because I was looking towards more of like civil engineering, and if you mess that up,
You screwed. Like,
Yeah,
you
like a
kill
bridge.
people's
so many
lives are
people.
on the line. That
You'll be
shit's
building this bridge. in
Yeah,
Africa.
like, that happens.
Exactly.
Like, you transport water. Yeah.
yeah. Fuck that.
yeah, looks like your whole community's gone. Sorry about that. I didn't
My
carry the
bad.
two.
Shit's crazy.
All right, so let's talk about how we met, and just out of the fact that I really don't know, I'm gonna let you guys go first, and then see if I bounce in, get any ideas or remember.
You can go, Jay.
Well, I've known Adrian since like 7th grade. We go way back.
Yeah,
Done some fucking shenanigans, man.
for sure.
And Kevin, although I knew him like for like a while now, we really got to know each other better on the wrestling team. Took that together. Man, I suck ass at wrestling. Like I was like freaking 4-12.
Hey, at least you tried it though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I went from not doing sports all of high school to just doing varsity year in 195 with the big freaking muscular guys just tossing me across the ring.
I did like the exact same thing. Like for me, it was track, and I fucking sucked. But hey, I scored 1 point for the team.
There you go.
That's more than most people could say, to be honest.
It's good.
So I'll take it.
It's good.
I did baseball my last 2 years. That's pretty nice.
Word.
It's fun. It's a fun sport.
Yeah, you played it with Kevin too.
Yeah, that's how I pretty much like started.
Man, I
talking.
feel like most friends, like honestly, apart from you, I feel like most friends that I made in high school were because of sports.
Right.
And I played all year round, so
That's fair.
I met some pretty cool people.
I regret not doing it more.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed track.
Knowing that, I was like, man, I wish I could go back, start wrestling from freshman year.
For sure.
I'll probably push my kids to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Not that like I want our audience to be all middle schoolers, but you know, if there are middle schoolers that do end up watching this, you know, play a sport in high school.
Get into
You're gonna
sports,
regret
man.
it if you
Yeah.
don't, to be honest. It's one of those things where it's like, you only, like, regret it and miss it when you miss the opportunity.
And
Yeah.
it's like, honestly, like, fuck the success about it. Like, I played football and I loved it. My junior and senior year, I think we went a combined 2-16, I don't know. We were terrible. But just, like, the people you meet, just a
Yeah, the
bond you
experiences
form with
you get.
people, experiences,
Not even
stuff
that,
like
it's just like also going to college too.
Yeah.
If you do end up being good at it, screw your grades.
Yeah,
You'll
that's
you're like
could
an
be your literal
all-star.
career.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you make millions, man.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of
Yeah, speaking
sport
of
all-stars,
athletes,
Kobe
oh.
Bryant.
Oh,
That
not
was-
even I woke up from a nap, like, after my dad's thing,
Mm-hmm.
and everybody misses Kobe now. Like,
Mhm.
2
It's
hours.
crazy.
Yeah.
If you guys don't know, Kobe Bryant was unfortunately in a tragic helicopter accident, which resulted in the death of him and his daughter.
It's
So
tough.
crazy. He was only 41.
Yeah, there was another player and a parent in the accident too, and I'm assuming the pilot also passed because they said no one survived it. Also, the video, it's pretty gruesome. It's just like I'm pretty
This
sure.
video?
Not, I mean, I haven't seen the full video of it crashing, but there's obviously the aftermath video of it, and it's like I'm pretty sure all I could see was just the tail of the plane,
Mm.
and like obviously the smoke sticking out. So that's
It's crazy.
tough.
Yeah, you couldn't get me in one of those helicopters. Those things
No.
are terrifying.
Yeah.
No matter how rich you are, how famous you are, life's
There's
still gonna
always
get
that
you.
chance.
Yeah.
Life's still gonna get you.
Mm-hmm. Just goes to show, no one's like invulnerable to anything.
Exactly.
Even the richest of the rich.
Mhm.
Shit, it's crazy.
But at least he lived his life to the fullest, doing what he loved.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
41.
Yeah.
He was still young.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just like I think just the death of him. It was really just
Shocking.
another big. It was shocking. Yes, definitely. I wasn't. It was shocking, but it was like he was just so much more than just a great basketball player. It was just in terms of life. He was just a great person, you know. Like even after retirement, donating millions to charity and stuff. He had his academy and all that stuff. His daughter, unfortunately, passed away. She was obviously someone that people saw as like a rising star, and you know, just like that, and you know, tomorrow's never given. So
For sure.
13, man.
13 years old.
That's
Yeah,
why
live-
you can't take life for granted.
Yeah, you gotta live life to the fullest.
You gotta
Definitely.
take your
Like we were saying
opportunities.
before, that's why you gotta take them sports, man.
Yeah.
That's
Get
that's
them,
definitely
get the
something
life
for you.
experiences in, man.
Mhm.
Because you'll never know. Just
Yeah, that's like the biggest thing. You'll never know.
It's
You
all
know what I
about
mean?
quality.
Yeah.
Quality.
Anything can happen, you know. Tomorrow's never promised, and you know, so a life could be taken just like that. So,
It's crazy.
mm-hmm.
I mean, I guess getting off of like a touchy subject, I'll talk about how I met Ivan.
Alright, here we go.
So, me and Ivan, we started to become like good friends in 8th grade in our middle school class.
Yeah.
And it was Ivan, me, our friend Davis, and our friend Jeffrey. And what did we call
Jeffrey.
ourselves? Did we call ourselves the,
The 3 amigos. But
no,
it was,
it was something else.
I don't remember.
It was like the fruity some shit.
I don't know, that's that, yeah.
Not gay, but that's when we started really hanging out. And at one point, me and Ivan and Davis, we had a class in chemistry that was just we had every class, the same fucking class for a whole
oh my
year,
God.
dude.
All the schedules lined up.
Yeah.
Every single period.
Mm-hmm. That was like when I really started to know Ivan.
Yeah.
And Jake, I go back with Jake since probably like 6th or 7th grade, and the way he got into like our clique was we kind of like made fun of him because he was always with Jessica, and I don't know, he would always like say that she was his cousin.
yeah, we'd say we're
Yeah.
cousins.
Yeah. Jake would just say that because we'd always be like, "Hey, you're dating her?"
And we'd be gullible as hell. Believe me.
I literally convinced the entire grade that we're cousins, despite me being the whitest person known to man and her being like full on Mexican.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's how I really knew Jake, but then we just grew together basically.
For me, it's like I actually haven't even known you guys really all that long.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
Me,
We met in baseball. Baseball was when we really started talking. Jake was wrestling, and I think, and it's like I don't mean to offend you, but I don't think I would have spoken to Jake if we hadn't had to be partners in wrestling. Mainly because I was a 285, so that's the heaviest weight, and our second heaviest was this kid who was a 220. But I don't remember the reason. But he was out for the first like month of the season.
he didn't have the
And
registration. He missed it.
Something like that. and Jake was the 195. So he was the second heaviest. So by default, I always had to go with him. So then, we'd practice, and then we started talking, and then we started hanging out, and then he threw the killer senior year party.
Jake's house was at the. That was probably the best party of.
Heard many stories.
of the year.
Unfortunately, I didn't go.
Funniest stories on that one.
Yeah, you missed out, man.
Yo, just a little information. We're not here to criminalize ourselves.
Yeah.
So everything's got to be
I plead the fifth.
exactly.
Nah,
Yeah.
everything at the party was legal. 100%.
There was nothing. There was water served.
Water served.
Water
some
on the
juice.
rocks.
Water on the rocks.
If we wanted to get a little, little wild, we had some soda, but
Yeah.
Extra fizz.
yeah, it's just
Yeah.
Fizz
get
gives
that
you
fizz.
Dollar Tree soda.
Yep, the Dollar Tree soda.
Oh my god, the victory.
And then we
Bobbin.
had then we have the he told you to go to the grocery store and he Venmo'd you the money and then you thought you gave the money.
I transferred it to a wrong account. So they gave me money for the fucking party to go pick up drinks and shit. And me and Kevin, we went over to Stop and Shop to go pick up ice or something. And I used it on Venmo, and apparently I had a different card set up on my Venmo account that transferred it to a totally different bank account. And it was $60, and I was like, fuck, dude. And I was texting my mom.
So you just lost it? Or
No, I called TD, and they're like,
okay.
we got you.
Nice.
Yeah.
And then we got those drinks and then we got ice from the fire department.
Mm-hmm.
And that was it. Then we had the party.
Yeah. The party was fun. I was only there for half an hour. Then I just went with a couple Mexicans back to their house. And we just played Rainbow.
Was I in there?
No, it was.
Where were you the whole day?
I don't know actually. I think it was with my girlfriend at the time, or ex-girlfriend.
Yeah.
Ivan,
Do you want to?
Nah, not for the podcast.
No.
We'll talk shit later.
Damn, dude. You alright?
Nah, I'm fine. It happened a week after my birthday.
Did you guys end on good terms at
Yeah, we
least?
still talk to each
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
If you guys want to hear the story, we have a Patreon.
A little bit of a plug right here.
That sucks.
Oh well.
Hey, it's
This
a
is
life
Yeah, good thing,
experience.
yeah, exactly.
You gotta learn from it.
Mm-hmm, for sure.
Man, they were.
How's your relationship life?
It's going pretty good.
Yeah. You start college tomorrow, right?
Yeah, I got college tomorrow.
You too.
So do I.
Damn, you guys excited or no?
Kind of. It's night, 6 to 9.
Damn.
I go straight after work too. So get off at an hour early.
Mm-hmm.
You think you're gonna quit just to study, or are you gonna work and study?
I'm working in the city right now. I put in my 2 weeks, technically last week, but the boss was in there, so I gotta talk to him first.
Damn.
And he wasn't here the entire week, so I'm
Bro.
Every job needs a 2 week.
Basically,
It's-
I feel like
it's
official
proper.
job.
It's proper.
I love Spellman. It's just
Fucking.
I told them.
It's a nice
I was
courtesy.
this Saturday is gonna be my last day because there's only a week left in the summer. I was getting paid crap. My hours was just so long. And I told them I was like, "Hey, I'm done this Saturday because I want to enjoy a week of my summer."
Dude.
And he was like, "Oh, I understand." And I just didn't show up on Saturday.
Working at a marina is tough
It's
shit,
tough.
because I worked at a marina too, and it's just you're running back and forth. And for me, I was literally just lifting cinder blocks and boat stands, which are 30 to 40 pounds each, all day, dude.
It's tough.
And the sun's beating on you. Not a fun job, but
No, it sucks, especially when when I work out. I like to get stuff done fast,
yeah,
just get shit out of the way. And in the marina, it was such a bad idea.
yeah, because
Because
there's
I-
no possible thing for that.
Or it got to a point where I managed to finish everything they wanted me to do, and they made me go sweep the road.
Yeah,
They made me go sweep dirt off the road with a
busy
truck
work.
that just comes
Yeah.
through every time.
Well, I got back to sweeping.
Yeah, I remember. I told them one time. I was like, "Hey, we're done. There's no more boats coming in. We're closed." I was like, "Could I go home early?" He was like, "Why don't you give the road another sweep?" I was like, "What am I gonna say? No?"
yeah.
I mean, I could have said no, but I was like, "All right, fuck it. I'll
Whatever.
just."
Yeah, I like that about working for parks. It's a lot more laid back. And it's
Yeah.
they always have something for you to do.
Yeah, Jake worked with me in the Parks and Recs department, and we, our first year we worked at basically only the beach, which is Machette Beach, and That was an experience to say the
Holy.
least.
Yeah.
I
The
swear-
mechanics is pretty nice. Like you always be laughing. Like everyone there is so nice.
Yeah, that was like the same thing with our job too, though.
Yeah, until I got the fucking nuts. I swear, every time I got into the ticket booth we had there, it's like this little couldn't be any bigger than 5 feet by 5 feet. It was like a freaking small box.
Yeah, it was small.
And every time I would go, Adrian would be fine. He'd get the nicest people ever.
Yeah.
I would have crazy people fucking.
Yeah, I would get people that would try to tip me, and then Jake would get people that would hand them Burger King receipts saying that they already paid.
Oh my
Wait,
god,
really?
Yeah.
that was
You
my
have to
worst
argue.
person ever.
No
So
way.
it was close to the end of the day. I'm exhausted, and getting sleep the night before, and up comes this old raggedy car. It looks like it was held together by some string and duct tape.
It was bad. I
Yeah,
remember this because I was fucking
and it was
right next to him.
as it barely made it to the ticket booth. And then the lady pulls down her window. It doesn't even go down all the way. It goes halfway, and then she just opens the door. And out comes this maybe 70-year-old lady with a old Chinese kung fu mustache and goatee. It was crazy. And she's like, "Oh, I go in. I'm a resident of Hampton Bays." And we'd had this problem before, right, Adrian?
Yeah.
They're like, "Oh yeah, we're residents of Hampton Bays, so magically we don't pay for the beach."
Yeah.
Like, wow, you're the only person here who
I
lives
mean,
in Hampton Bays.
I worked over there. I still think it's bullshit that you have to pay for fucking.
You don't work
beaches.
there anymore?
No, I still work there.
Oh.
It's just the
Still-
beach is a
Yeah,
summer
it's a
job, and
seasonal.
then during
Yeah.
the winter job, you go over to the campgrounds.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I just think it's stupid.
And so after I was like, no, lady, it doesn't work like that. I'm sorry. She's like, "Oh, I already paid before," and she gives me this crumpled, freaking
Crusty
crusty snot rag frickin' receipt. I'm like, "Excuse me, ma'am. This is this is a Burger King receipt. Looks like you ordered a Whopper with extra pickles."
Shit's funny.
And then she's like, "Oh, sorry. Here's my green key." She gives me a Brookhaven library pass. Shit, a Brookhaven library pass.
Oh.
People try and get
And I'm like,
everything through.
lady, do you have the money or not? She's like, "I'm just gonna turn around."
I don't know.
I'm like, thank God. She barely made it out of the park.
Like you were saying, though. Sorry, I'm interrupting, but like you were saying, I feel like when you work with people that just fuck with you or have the same energy, it's like you're not even working.
Yeah,
Because we could be pulling weeds in the fucking sun, but we have a bunch of people that are the same personality, the same enthusiasm with us, and it's just constant talking, and just you don't feel like you're working.
Yeah, especially if you're over at the parks, you get some crazy people.
Yeah, man.
You can get some mozzarella stick bagel boss
We
guys.
don't really have customer interaction, which is good. We get a few guys from the bar or whatever pop into the kitchen. But they get, there's stuff like that, but they get kicked out immediately. And that's it. I don't really talk to customers, so I'm happy about that.
Yeah, there's definitely days where I'm like, nobody talk to me. I'm done with people.
But it's in a restaurant, it's regardless of how happy you are, it's something that you just still feel it's tough.
It's constant.
Especially, yeah, exactly. Especially when you have a full board.
Yeah, I'm sorry I'm interrupting, but I heard a sound from the camera. Is it still going?
Check it, Tommy.
He didn't even turn it on.
Cut this piece out.
Yeah, for sure.
It stopped recording. It didn't turn off this time, but it stopped recording.
For how long?
I'm glad I just heard it.
Oh,
I
okay,
just
You
heard it.
gotta re-clap sync then.
Every week.
What
He
is that?
never even started
You
recording.
gotta clap sync again.
Okay. Hey, Jake, don't do that.
Jay, this is a one-man job.
Alright, you're good.
Alright. So that's for the audio.
Yeah,
So,
so we're back.
That's where we put the ad in the video.
what are we talking about? We're talking about social interaction.
Yeah.
Our obviously state-of-the-art studios having some
Hey, you heard of
malfunctions.
Raid Shadow Legends?
Not yet. Hopefully.
Where were we?
Customer interaction.
Right. I mean, I don't really interact with customers.
Yeah, you just get the tickets.
Yeah, I'll get I'll throw them to the car wash, and if they're standing there, I'll say, "Oh, have a good day." Blah blah blah.
There's a car wash in your mechanic?
Yeah,
You work
yeah,
at Bus Shoe.
yeah.
I didn't even know they had a car wash.
It's nice, man.
And then in the summer, I have a door that's right next to the waiting station.
Mm.
So you get these nosy ass customers that just
Bro.
stand there eyeing you
That's
with their
annoying.
coffees in their hand, just
Guilty as shit.
yeah.
When I have to bring my car, my mom's car to the mechanic, I'm just staring at it through the window.
Really?
Yeah, I want to go. I want to get out of there. I fucking hate it. I hate going to mechanics. Not only are the waiting rooms like terrible.
Well,
but,
you gotta take your time on the car. That's the
no.
problem.
I'm not. I don't want to rush anyone, but it's like, give me a good waiting room at least. Most of them are just like a little square.
Dude, Ivan, let me talk to you about this. Because my dad, he's like come up with this fucking like Polish theory for like mechanics.
Polax.
Yeah, so whenever we go to like mechanics, like get an oil change or some shit, and then we'll like come on in, like I had like an appointment, whatever, and they're like, oh yeah, just drop off the car, and then like we'll have it back to you. This was the Midas.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so they're like, yeah, it's gonna be like probably around 3 hours to 3.5, which is why we told you to drop it off.
Mhm.
And they told that to literally everyone on the line,
Yeah.
and then I had the car out in 20 minutes. Is that like a strategy for them to like look good and be like, oh, we said 3.5 hours, but we got it done in 20 minutes? Or
Not
is
really.
it just like,
It's probably like because you didn't wait there, right?
no, I did wait there.
Did you ask to wait?
No, they were like, I mean, they're just like, yeah, it'll be like 3 hours, 3.5 hours or some shit, which is why we told you to drop it off.
Mm.
I'm like, well, you guys didn't tell me to drop it off, and I have no car, so I'm just gonna wait.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, there's like the way it works at Bus there's waiters.
Mhm.
Like you'll stamp the top of your card with a weight,
Mhm.
or you could drop it off. So usually they mix it in.
Oh,
So
I
they
guess.
get the waiters out of the way first,
Mhm.
and then they work on the people who drop it off.
Gotcha.
So
Dude, I got an oil change and it took like 2 hours.
it's
See, that's what
it's
I'm
probably
saying.
super busy. That's why
Yeah.
it takes like your oil change takes 20-25 minutes. It
Mhm.
depends on the type of car. Like for
The
example, like there's
C-Max.
some cars where you have to take off the fucking right wheel to change the oil filter.
Fuck off.
It's so annoying
That's AIDS.
Why?
because
That just sounds
that's
like
where the
poor
filter
partisan.
Is that like-
it's poor partisan?
Like, what country are those ones
Yeah,
usually?
more in like
There's like
Japanese cars.
yeah,
BMWs,
Mm.
Mercedes and stuff like
The
that.
The
Germans.
big Mexican
The
one.
Germans.
Yeah, BMWs aren't too bad because they're like right on top.
Yeah.
But I heard like with BMWs, it's like the
Expensive.
parts are expensive.
Yeah.
It's
Man,
crazy.
My mom just got a brand new BMW X3. She custom did out because she's like, you know what? Fuck it. So she
I gotta
got it.
treat
It's
myself.
so nice, dude. But it's like it doesn't even feel like I'm driving a car anymore, though. You know what I
Bro,
mean?
it's
It's
gonna be-
so technical.
In the like probably the next 10 years, you're gonna have like expensive maintenance costs.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
But I
Parts are
mean,
so expensive.
with parts like that, it's like it comes with the car. You know what I mean? Like with Porsche cars, they're
you
like-
need to have even though it's expensive, you need to like know that you can maintain the car.
yeah,
You
exactly.
have enough money.
Yeah, if you can afford the car, you gotta like be willing to
You should have
keep
a
up
couple
with
bucks,
it. Yeah,
Mhm.
Brakes, oil
Mhm.
changes.
you can't just
Cool.
expect to be like, hey, you know what? I scrunched up $60,000.
It'll be good
But-
forever.
Yeah, exactly. It'll be like like a fucking $5,000 car.
Yeah.
Well, that's why the C-Max was cheap and it lasted me
Mhm.
at least before I sold. I sold the car to go to college, and then I ended up dropping out of the college. And now I don't have a car,
Yeah.
but
Bro.
it was
That's a
worth it.
heartbreaker.
No, the C-Max
That,
is good.
that car was awesome. The turtle.
The
Yeah,
C-Max
it's
is
so
a
much
great
like
car.
gas mileage, bro.
I know.
Compared to my
dude.
Cadillac, it got like 4 times the amount of gas mileage.
Do you still have the Cadillac?
Yeah, it's busted right now though.
No, what happened?
It's leaking tranny fluid.
Oh shit.
Damn.
So what's you driving right now?
Little shitty blue car.
What?
It's
What kind of car Ivan?
Ford Fusion?
yeah,
Right. What year?
2008.
Oh, okay.
It was like 250,000, I think, or 200,000, something like that.
Are you gonna like just drive it till it dies, or?
Pretty much.
Yeah, that's the plan
There's
for
a bunch
the,
of problems with it. I don't put money to it.
Yeah, fuck it. Might as well just drive it till it dies.
that's the plan for the Snake Mobile right now.
Jake, your car's already dying. Man.
Yeah, that car. I'm lucky if it starts in the first like
How'd you
turn of
even
the
get here? How? The fucking...
a little bit of a push. It's just all downhill. I'm just
Push
afraid
to start?
going back home.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
it's
the
push to
idea.
start.
Yeah,
I go
yeah.
behind it, put it in
The original
neutral.
push to start.
That shit's insane.
Man.
The amount of times I've been like, okay, 2. I'm getting scared. And one more than 2 times.
I feel like you can find cars that are like pretty decent at like a good price
Yeah.
right now. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
You want to go for like Hondas and Toyotas.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
seen a lot of
Built
good
to
shit.
last, bro.
Yeah,
Man.
My mom refuses to get anything other than a Toyota.
Toyotas are good. My
Yeah,
dad has a
they're
Toyota
good.
Tundra.
Mm.
Shit's
So
nice.
that's my stepdad has.
Oh, my dad has one too.
Really? Brand new or
Yeah, 2019.
nice? He got rid of the Ram.
Oh no, he had another Toyota. It was just like
Yeah, the cicada, right?
the Sequoia. He still has it
Sequoia,
too.
cicada.
I remember you We went for your
Escape.
birthday. Your dad drove us to
Sophisticated
McDonald's
man.
in the Ram truck.
No, there was a Tundra.
Was it?
It was another Tundra, but just like a older version.
Oh
What
shit!
year is your dad's Thunder from?
2019 or 2019.
Damn.
Yeah, high roller.
Freaking.
My son just got a 2015.
It's
Leather,
They're nice
like a
trucks,
brown.
No, they're nice.
They're
They're
good.
big,
They're nice.
wow.
That's
But they're
so-
comfy.
Yeah, 100,000-mile warranty. Can't believe that, dude.
Really?
Yeah, it's
Damn.
crazy.
Good
Nice.
stuff.
Dad's still whipping a good old Mercedes Benz.
Yeah, man.
Things
Hey Jake, what happened to that one car? What was it called? The
you mean the one that's halfway
The
through a
Sienna.
telephone pole?
yeah, that one. Tell us about that. Your
Oh.
near-death experience.
That was a crazy.
Is he gonna incriminate himself right now?
No, I mean,
No.
This was like a legal
Did you
thing.
flee the scene?
No.
This was right outside of his house.
Yeah, it wasn't even that far.
Damn.
So it was literally a night where I got maybe like 15, 20 minutes of sleep because I used to have like pretty bad insomnia.
Yeah, okay.
And so I was like completely like bloodshot. I like barely got myself into the car. So I went. I start driving. I don't know what happened. I think I might have fucking passed out at the wheel.
Oh shit.
All I did, I just come to. I'm in a fucking telephone pole.
So the telephone pole that you ran into, it was actually like run as fuck.
It was
Really?
And
which
did it like
say-
smash down?
It completely smashed down on the passenger side. Because if that didn't do that, it probably could have not been totaled.
Did he crash the roof in?
Yeah, it completely
Hell yeah,
caved the roof in.
God
They said if it
damn.
moved, if it was like maybe like foot or two closer to me, completely would have killed me. I would have been a fucking pancake, Jake.
Damn, dude.
I mean, yeah, I saw something that was like sleep deprived is not, it's not as bad as drunk driving, but I heard it's like it's up
It's
there.
bad,
As
yeah.
one of those
Because
It causes more deaths.
Yeah, it does
Yeah,
cause more
my-
death.
Damn.
No
my
shit.
dad, when he was younger, like he would travel from California to New York all the time.
Yeah, you told me about that.
And like his thing was, I'm gonna stay awake for 24 hours straight driving.
Mhm.
And
Crazy.
I think his max was like 36 hours. He said he had to stop because it was late at night, dark, and then he started seeing the trees like started cave into him.
Oh,
Because he
shit.
was so sleep deprived. He's like, "Fuck this! I'm gonna pull over the road right now." and
Yeah,
just take a
hell
nap."
yeah.
Yeah,
That's insane.
I remember I was driving back from Virginia. I went to a Smash Bros. Convention with my friend Alex. And it was like, I think he was up for like, I'd like to say like 24 hours straight.
Damn.
And we were like, it was maybe like 4 or 5 a.m. We were going on Southern State actually.
That was shit, so you were coming home.
Yeah, it was a nightmare. And all I see is just, it's like, he starts going to one lane. I'm like, okay, you didn't put on your turn signal. And I start going, I'm like, Alex, get the fuck up!
That's crazy.
And he's like, oh, I'm good, man, I'm good. We just got. I'm like, dude, we have to go pull over. So we went to one of those nice rest stop stations.
For sure.
Nice, nice.
Oh, those things
We
are
had,
packed.
we had a family friend's boyfriend, who would drive from New Jersey to Long Island on the regular to come see his girlfriend.
It's not that bad.
And
Yeah,
no, it's not bad. But
It's like a
he
4-hour
fell
drive.
asleep on the highway, and
Bro.
he said he drove for like 3 miles. It was just straight road.
What the?
Yeah.
I put on cruise control, maybe. I don't know.
No, I
There's
don't
no
know.
way.
That's crazy.
I don't
Yeah,
believe it.
because
You
you always
see
got like a little bit of like.
Yeah, your
Tell
wheel,
us that he
like
just
your
fell
tires
asleep.
are gonna like move if there's like
Yeah,
some shit in the road.
I mean,
and they always just
He
like,
was probably like in and out.
Regardless of what happened, he's a piece of shit. I think he's in jail right now. So
Wow.
that's
Oh
good.
shit!
fuck
Yeah.
that guy.
Fuck
Fucking
him.
child molester. Child
Oh, shit!
Yeah.
Wow.
Bro.
Yeah.
Fucking asshole.
Damn.
Man, maybe he
I
should
was
have.
tight. I was tight when I found
Jail.
out. And he fled to Ecuador, and then apparently just instantly got caught over there.
That's insane.
Yeah, that stuff is crazy.
I have no tolerance for people like that, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. I believe people who murder those people are completely justified.
You know, I was actually.
I don't
I don't know about that. but I was watching a. I was
No,
watching
they're
a YouTube
justified. They
video.
should still go to jail, obviously, but
Yeah.
I was watching a YouTube
They
video
shouldn't-
about a.
it should be like a lighter sentence.
Still
Killing is a
murder,
killer.
Jay.
Yeah.
Wait, you're saying if you caught somebody like
I'm not saying it's right, but it's definitely not justified.
Yeah. Life is I don't think another person should take another person's life.
No. In like any circumstance.
Exactly.
I don't know. I was saying that there was a YouTube video of some guy in prison, and a new inmate came in, and he was a pedophile. And the guy's like,
Yeah.
dude, shut the fuck up, I don't want to hear the story. And he kept talking. And the guy took off his shoe, like, he beat him down, took off his shoelaces, fucking tied him up, and killed him. And then he just admitted to all of it on a YouTube video. And he's just like,
Yeah, I did it.
yeah, I did it. I feel like the streets are better without him. And he was like a fucking burglar who killed
Yeah.
people.
It's like, dude, it's like
Yeah.
they're gonna get completely shit on in jail regardless.
Yeah, they're like the.
You don't tell people.
They have
Yeah.
to. They have to go
They
into like
know I
a
get
separate like
that. Yeah.
holding
You know?
place most of the
You know?
time.
There's
I
personalities.
mean, I know Beyond Scared Straight's a show, but like the inmates talk about how like, oh, I find shit out about you like the moment you step in here.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Yeah, it just.
Oh,
could you imagine just being just like thrown in the cell and just beat up immediately?
Dude. Fuck prison, man.
Yeah, no, that stuff's
Yeah, I
scary.
heard about like one thing they do. They'll have the guy like, they'll be acting like buddy with him, and they'll be like, "Hey, you know what we should do? Let's see how strong you are. How many push-ups you could do." They'll make the person basically max himself out, like gas himself out, and when he says, "Oh, I can't do anymore," they stomp the shit out of him, and he can't do anything because he's all exhausted.
You know why they do that? It's because they're bored as hell. They
Yeah.
have nothing
Yeah.
to do in prison.
Mm-hmm.
That's what my uncle said. Like the hardest part was just trying to find something to do, keep yourself occupied.
Yeah, because it's like, isn't it like, it's just like one little TV or something, right? That's all you really
Not
have.
even.
Not even.
It's
Damn.
like the nice ones
He,
get TVs.
he got a job in the
Those are like
kitchen.
cells
Yeah, he got a job in the kitchen just
or
to like
pods.
keep himself occupied.
Yeah.
No, that's a good
There-
call.
no, did you see the video? There's one dude who's in jail, but his cell was like completely pimped out. Like it looked,
Yeah,
it looked like
that's
it was
like-
just
you-
filling in
people
the
just-
room.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah,
shit.
whoever if you like snitch or something, or if it's like white collar.
You ever seen the video where like the inmate was like giving his friend a peanut butter jelly for his birthday? No,
Mm-mm.
like his cell was tricked out, bro. Like he was recording like a video camera in there, recording everything. That's
Damn.
cool.
That's cool.
I'd be fiending for a peanut butter and jelly if I was in prison eating fucking gruel all
Yeah,
day.
dude. I've seen some of the shit
But they
they
get
eat.
snacks and shit.
I-
Yeah,
dude,
if they're
every
good.
prison's different, though, man.
Yeah.
Because I've seen literal, like, they pour in every, like, fucking, like, amount of, or protein, whatever, they blend it up and make it into, like, a log. And it's got
Yeah.
everything in it. It's disgusting.
Nasty.
Yeah.
Like there's certain sections, fast or normal eaters, and you're supposed to eat like as fast as you can.
Mhm.
And you got slow eaters. Like my uncle was in there because he had a stroke. So he
Oh,
just
shit.
eat slowly, slowly. There's just like different sections.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah, that was the
My
thing.
only knowledge of jail is Beyond Scared Straight.
Yeah, Beyond Scared Straight and 60 Days In for me.
I haven't watched 60 Days In.
Seeing like
60 Days In's fun.
I like reading all like the like Reddit stuff about it. It's like inmates, like what is like the worst thing you ever seen, stuff like that.
Mm.
Kind of like those videos. But I feel like they'd be so easy to make, and like you can make so much money off them.
That's true. I've seen videos of, like, it was the #1 burglar in the world, and he made a YouTube video. He's like, yeah, I lost all of it, and I still owe the government money, and I should have, like, hit some shit.
The
But
jewel thief?
yeah,
The bald
bald guy with the glasses?
I didn't
Yeah.
know he owed them. I
the
I
#1.
saw him by the because he reacted to the GTA heist,
Mm-hmm.
and I thought that was sick. Dude, it's like robberies. I feel like I only feel like I thought robberies were only a video game thing. Like it's crazy to think that it happens in real
And
life.
people get away with it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Especially with how like
Heists, too, though.
yeah, like bank robberies.
That's what
and
I'm
stuff.
saying. With, like, a van, and everyone's got guns and a getaway driver, it's like you think that's, like, all, like...
Yeah, you think that's just movie
you have to be an
stuff.
actual genius to do this stuff.
Yeah.
Not really.
I mean, you gotta, like...
Look, one of my old coworkers was a police in Mexico.
Mhm.
And he says that one day there was like a big ass robbery in like just from a local bank.
Mhm.
He said he got in a shootout with the people, and it was just
Whoa,
like
no
everything.
guns, no guns. We're gonna get you wrong. guys.
Water guns. He was shooting water guns, you know.
Okay, yeah, for sure.
And,
They were doing like
they were playing guitar.
and fuck, I lost my train of thought.
They were shooting at each other. It was like an
Oh, yeah,
everyday
yeah.
thing, you said?
And it was just like a normal everyday person,
Right.
just robbing the bank with a big ass thing is
Big-ass water gun.
a big ass water gun.
Damn,
Just a normal
that's
everyday
crazy.
person.
Yeah, but like for like the bigger ones, I'm saying it's like and anyone can rob a bank, but getting away with it and
Exactly.
being able to
Yeah,
actually
being-
spend the
yeah,
money.
Staying incognito for so long.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's the main.
Yeah.
That's another thing.
Yeah.
How to spend it?
There's
Mm-hmm.
Where do you guys think you'd go if you robbed the bank?
Mexico.
where I would go.
Yeah, honestly,
Yeah,
I
you
mean,
definitely
I
can't
would-
stay in the States. Fuck that.
My-
yeah,
Well, I mean, what am I robbing?
you're robbing like a big ass bank.
Well, I mean, feel like I would just go across the country. I wouldn't leave the States.
Really?
I would plan
I'd have
it-
to get out of
I
this
would
thing.
plan it to
You can
where
go to Cuba.
I would plan it to where it's like, if I get everything done on time, I could get on this international train just in time to just book, you know?
Yeah.
Like the Amtraks that go all the way to Canada.
They have
I
like
just
an
time
itinerary
it
on or some
perfectly.
shit?
I'd time it like, say like, okay, the stop here in this town is at like, I don't know, 2:30. I'll be like, all right, the robbery, 12 o'clock, blah, 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 whatever. Get there at 2:30, right as the train gets there, and just hop on the train and leave.
I feel like it's too difficult to plan out.
Yeah,
There's so many
and then
variables.
they could
Plus-
easily stop the train.
That too, but it's just like
How are they going to know it's me?
how many years you have to be on the run. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
For them, for
It's
your
not
name
even
to just
worth
be
it.
wiped. It's
Mhm.
just
Yeah.
It's
Not your family. You don't have any contact with your family.
yeah.
Yeah.
No friends.
Mm-mm. You can't get a job. You can't
Yeah.
sustain yourself aside from the shit you've stolen.
Not only that, you can't, you don't rob the bank and just immediately have the money.
Yeah.
You can't
Yeah,
just
you gotta
bring in all the
laun-
money. You
you
have
have
to
to
launder
launder
it.
it.
You have to slowly bring it in.
Mhm.
It's like a cop or anyone gets onto that, you just lose everything you
Yeah.
just did.
Yeah,
Even if
so-
it's not a bank, though, say if it's like jewelry, like the guy who was saying,
Yeah.
he's like, a Rolex would be worth $6,000, but you have to sell it to the guy for like
$200.
like $1,000. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
a fraction of the price of what it's worth in order
Yeah.
for him to make a profit.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
For anything he sells it for is a profit.
No, I know,
Yeah.
but it's just like it's just you know what I mean?
$10 profit.
Yeah, sold a Rolex for $5.
You
What's
can't
your,
be mad.
what's your fake Rollie?
My fake, which one?
The first one. Yeah, I'll give it to you.
Dude, it's still
Golden
like
one.
it's still in my room.
Where's the
Wow.
Rolex at?
I remember I thought it was real at first.
I know. I told everyone it was, and then I'm just like, guys, this is fake as shit.
Man,
I got that one from my uncle.
I'm not big on watches. So.
I like the leather straps.
Yeah, no, they're cool. Like, my uncle, he would always go to Thailand, and that's like home of fake shit.
Yeah.
So he would always like pick up like fake Rolexes, even though he had a real like the one he picked up was the copy, like the gold one that you were talking about, the
Yeah.
Submariner.
Right,
He had
right.
the real, and it was like $7,000.
God damn.
Then he picked up like the
Yeah, at
replica
that point, I'm
basically
just
for
wearing
like
fakes.
$100.
Damn, bro.
Mhm.
I don't know if I spend that much on a watch.
Yeah, at that point, I'm just wearing a fake
As of
Rolex.
now, as of
Yeah.
now.
Yeah,
Maybe when I'm richer.
Like people who spend $60,000 on watches and stuff, like, that stuff's insane to me.
yeah.
They got nothing else to spend it on.
That
Isn't
shit
that-
couldn't be me.
I saw this like
It's like I want
it
to tell
was like
time I
this
turn on my phone.
multi-million-dollar watch. It looked like a fucking like Burger King watch. Shit looked garbage.
No, I've seen some of those watches where they literally have like the orbiting of planets on it.
Oh, that
Yeah.
looks so cool.
Those are
I
cool,
see.
but they're like fucking huge,
Yeah.
man.
Like-
They're
Yeah,
like
it's like
little
you can't even
vinyls.
lift up your hand.
Exactly,
It's
the
like having a
Ben 10.
snow globe on your fucking...
Yeah, exactly. It's like, dude, it's cool on concept, but it's like, how practical is
Yeah.
that?
It looks so uncomfortable.
Yeah, you're gonna get like you're gonna need like shoulder replacement surgery. That's just gonna weigh you down.
Yeah, for sure. Shit's crazy.
Yeah.
All right, so I don't know. On to a topic that we spoke about yesterday, and that was the Australian coronavirus. That's I mean the Chinese. coronavirus. I just gave
No,
away. I
we were
just
also
gave away.
talking about.
I just gave. We were talking about Australia, but I just gave away what I was going to talk about was the virus that completely crapped on China and now is in the U.S. Apparently, is now spreading onto Australia.
Bro. First a fucking fire.
Yeah.
Australia's basically burnt to the
Yeah,
ground,
Australia.
and now a disease.
Australia's just
man.
getting deleted. Australia just got griefed, basically, full on grief.
That shit's insane.
Like I think
They use
I
admin
think it was like
commands.
4 people died already in Australia.
Bro.
And it's like you have to figure if that thing spreads and the fires don't stop, it's like
That
What do
whole
you-
country is gone.
what do you do?
Yeah.
Australia's already like
It's like
the fucking
Ebola.
danger
Like,
continent.
that was like a-
continent.
No, but Ebola like eventually got controlled. You know what I
Mhm.
mean?
Yeah, well, they-
This is barely starting now.
Yeah, and they
That's
said they found like somewhat of a like resistance to it.
Really?
Yeah,
some
in
people
China,
are-
in
Yeah,
Wuhan,
right.
they're already showing like signs of like
Yeah,
resistance,
some are
like
recovering,
antibodies.
Oh, good shit.
recovering.
Yeah, they're
I
already
thought
they're
it just
fine.
murks you.
No, it doesn't work. It
So what does
actually
it
doesn't-
actually do?
It just
Yeah.
it's like similar to like a worst case of like the fever.
It was the no. Tommy said it was the respiratory stuff.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, it's pneumonia. It's like a form of
Oh,
pneumonia.
yeah,
That's what it was.
That's
Jake's
what
over
we're
here
in.
fucking
Jake,
spreading
get-
lies. Yeah.
Jake, it was a pleasure.
It was nice having you guys.
That shit's insane.
Pneumonia.
Imagine your whole country being burnt to a crisp.
Yeah.
The
You have
blood.
over almost 1 billion animals dying.
Mm-hmm.
And now, guess what? You got the fucking Chinese disease to spread on top of
Dude,
it.
not to mention the fucking barrier reefs are just like on life support right now. They're like, ugh.
The barrier reefs?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
Great
yeah.
Barrier Reefs.
They're like
They're like,
dying. All
they're
the
like,
corals and
are
stuff.
yeah, I think over like a good amount of it,
Yeah.
like it's already dead.
No
Even
shit.
Like a small change in the pH in the water.
Fucks it up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
screws everything up.
Dude, and
It
that
starts becoming
sucks.
white. Everything's
Damn,
just
dude,
gray.
we should be on top
That's
of this
depressing.
stuff.
Yeah, we should be over there
As a
while
Long
they're still.
Island lads
Yeah.
party, we should be on top of this
Yeah,
stuff.
bro.
Mm-hmm.
We're
Going
not,
back
dude.
to the
After we after our election was tampered with,
Yeah,
I
that
just
was
dropped
bullshit.
out of politics. We had the voting, which we won. She said no. She said we tied. She said we tied with the second place person. But then she said, so there was 4 people running. She said, yeah, with Miss McCall.
I was like,
she said
what the
we
fuck?
tied with the second person, but she said the third person was never even an option. She said she never put him down.
What?
So it's like that's pretty big.
That's cute,
That's
bro.
pretty big. If you have
Some
a,
skewed results.
it's like it's
We
like
have
you
some
completely
foreign
tampered with our
interference.
election. And then she would refuse to admit that I won because she was like, technically it was a tie. It's like,
Yeah.
no, fuck
She's like,
off.
I'm sorry, but
We
yours.
won.
But the consensus of the political party was based on like
Ocean,
aquamarine life and just the preservation of the environment. So we should be on top
Exactly.
of
We
this.
should have known that stuff.
The fact that
Instead, we're over here talking about land problems.
yeah, and fucking helicopters.
Yeah, helicopters, air problems. That's
Should be
crazy.
talking about how to save the fucking dude. I feel like that's such a big thing.
The
You know what I
ocean.
mean? Yeah, just like the ocean in general.
Yeah,
you know
Antarctica
what I
is
mean?
expanding.
It's like we know like 3% of the entire ocean,
That's what I was
yet we know it's getting fucked.
Yeah, it's
I mean, it's
crazy.
harder to explore the ocean.
No, I
It's
know.
It's because of pressure, right?
Yeah,
You
pressure,
can't really go deep.
light,
Yeah.
all that.
Yeah, what was it that we explored more of the moon than we did?
Yeah,
actually?
more of space
Yeah,
Yeah.
than we did of the fucking ocean.
Not space.
That's
I
insane.
wouldn't say space because like space is like infinite.
No, but like
Yeah,
just in
But we
comparison.
still just, yeah, but like compared to what we know, we've discovered more in space. And the kid who found a new planet.
Yeah.
With the NASA.
Yeah, he was like his like 3rd day in.
Yeah.
He's like, oh yeah, new planet.
Yeah.
How we doing?
And it's like, what do
Oh,
we
what's
know
that
about the
over
ocean?
there?
All we know is the anglerfish. That's all. Like,
Yeah.
there's
No,
not
dude.
much.
You know what's insane? On a YouTube video I saw, like probably like 2 months ago, they got actual evidence of a giant squid. It was fucking
Yeah,
insane
I know.
because they sent it down like thousands of feet,
Uh-huh.
and what they did was they disguised the camera as like a jellyfish, and they assumed that a giant squid was genuinely so
Yeah.
intelligent to where it would know if it was like a camera or some shit that it would never attack, but it was like disguised as a jellyfish and it was like blinking and shit. And you just see the fucking tentacles wrap around it and shit,
What the fuck?
but only for like the span of 2 seconds. Then it just
Destroys
lets
camera.
go and just jets.
Well,
Yeah.
that would be terrifying.
It makes sense. Everything. There's probably giant everything down there. There's a giant like roly poly type thing is down there too. It's
No.
like I forget what it's called.
Isopods.
I forget what the isopod, and it's like this. It's huge, but it's like it makes sense. It's like there's so much pressure down there. It's like there's
Dude,
squeeze. It's
I
just
saw a video of those things. Those things
Expand.
went through a whole like alligator in like only like a couple hours.
Yeah. And there's like some crazy fish down there. And it's
Yeah, for sure.
But so, like I know for them, it's like it looks like they have mutations.
Well, they have to. It's because they have to conform to their environment.
Yeah.
The anglerfish has fucking like spikes as teeth, and then it just has like a limp.
Yeah, it's just got like white eyes in order for
It
it to
can't
be able
s-
to...
There's no light down there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Except for the shit it has to make.
Yeah, there's no. If
Fucking
they can't.
insane.
If there's no light, they can't see shit.
Mm-hmm.
So
Adrian, do you think they have gigantic sea robins down there?
I'm sure
There's still no meat on them.
I'm sure there's some sort of sea robin down there.
Probably.
They're
It's
bomb
the sea
feeders.
eagle. The seagull.
The sea robin turned into a sea serpent.
Oh yeah, there's serpents. And
Imagine
shit down
that
there.
catching
There
like
is definitely stuff
But
like
like
that.
it's, I feel like the deep sea is
Yeah,
more
they could even
scarier than a lot of stuff up on land.
Oh, all
Yeah.
day. It's
That's
just, I mean, I feel like that's just because of
We
like,
can't breathe.
our ability to go
Mhm.
into the water. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're limited. On land, we're like we can
Yeah.
still breathe and shit.
Mhm.
But
But
down
like,
there,
to,
it's
like,
like
run
we have
away.
to depend on stuff
Yeah.
like oxygen tanks and
It's like they
shit
send
like that.
even like the thickest metal stuff down there that has just been crushed by pressure, right?
Yeah.
Because like they
Yeah,
can't
and
build
how do
anything
fish do
strong
it?
enough
That's
to
what
get
I'm
down
wondering. We should make like material out of like whatever's down there.
there. Most of them don't even have like bones. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure a lot of them are just like meat.
ligaments and shit.
Vertebrates.
Yeah.
They got the
They
blobfish.
don't get crushed. The blobfish, yeah.
Yeah, like the squid too, though.
The squid, yeah. Squids don't really have anything. They just
Yeah,
have
they
like,
got
have
the
the
beak.
beak.
Yeah, they got
Yeah.
the cartilage.
They could
Yeah,
fit
exactly.
into anything that's like
I think I thought octopus.
Is that?
Yeah, that's an octopus.
Yeah, octopus they can like squeeze through like a penny hole.
Damn.
Yeah,
Yeah, so it makes sense. So it makes sense that they can just handle pressure like that.
Yeah, they're like, whatever.
We out here.
Yeah,
It's like Dragon Ball where like Vegeta's like trained, like powering up in like the gravity room, like super strong.
Speaking of environmental conversation or conservation, I'm ready to go fishing again, bro.
facts.
Yeah.
I wanted to start up again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's coming soon, though.
I asked you the other day what fish there.
I
If there
know.
even are any
They're-
fish.
Well,
there.
first of all,
There's
there's
like
nothing
clams and
legal
shit.
out today aside from like clams
Yeah. I
because
wanted
there's
that,
seasons for everything. Dude, listen. Let me know when you want to go clamming. I got.
I don't know how.
I got the spot,
For
dude.
real?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to go clamming all the time.
Let's
right
go.
now in the winter?
No, during the summer.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were referring to like right now.
There's like
No, I'm referring
certain
to
like
my past.
shellfish.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure you can shellfish now.
Let's
Yeah,
go.
you
Yeah.
gotta get a license.
let's
though.
go clamming right now. Fuck it.
Dude, we could have a.
All right,
bring the
fuck
podcast live.
guys. Let's
Yeah.
just go clam.
Take them with us.
Yeah.
Maybe
Tommy's got like the big
Tommy's
camera.
got the microphone on the shit.
He's like
On the clams.
he's like waiting, like he's holding his head above water.
Tell me, how deep are we in right now?
45 minutes.
See what I'm saying,
45
bro?
minutes. It
Yo,
goes
the
by.
real
It goes
question
by
is-
quick.
We getting pizza after? I'm hungry.
Jesus Christ,
Jake,
Jake,
Jake, Jake,
Jake, get out, get out. Go get your
It's
pizza.
ridiculous.
Jake, I asked you for $5 and you never answered me.
Bro, you should have pre-gamed.
Jake,
I'm
you
allowed
still
to be
haven't
drunk at
answered me.
Tommy's house.
No,
No, pre-game
not
pizza.
drunk. Pre-game food.
Oh,
Come on.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? We wouldn't drink.
PG-13, bro.
We're fucking 18
Yeah.
years old.
We
That is
do none
against
of
the
that.
law. We don't do that. Why are you laughing? Do you got something to say, Jake?
No.
I got something to say.
So what'd you need $5
We
for?
Oh, facts,
There we
dude.
go.
So
Thomas,
we don't
We need you
drink.
on this one.
Well, we drink here, man.
We don't drink, but we like to party.
Yeah, we still got the Red Dragon Inn. This is our main man, Tommy the Gun back there. Brought us something to do, you know, something to keep us
Show
occupied
this on the
for the
camera
show.
first. Just
Yeah.
like the...
Camera's out of batteries.
So, are you still recording?
It's dead.
Alright, stop recording a bit ago.
Tommy, when are you gonna tell us?
Yo, so about this pizza though.
This is good.
How long has it been dead for?
Couple minutes.
Oh, that's not even that bad.
Okay.
No, we definitely got like the meat of it.
Yeah. Do you know what we got done yet?
What?
We're still a work in
Okay,
progress.
we're back with Long Island Lads, and we got what is this game? The Red
We're
Dragon.
back in audio form. We're gonna make this work because you know what?
Animate this part.
Yeah. Just you saw what we look like. Just picture. I'm sure you can picture.
You got a
us
good
doing what we're
imagination.
doing.
We believe in you.
Yeah. I promise. Once the studio money starts coming in and we can afford mics and cameras, it's gonna be good.
Big facts.
All right, Tommy. Why don't you get over here and explain what we gotta do?
So, first you gotta choose your characters.
Yo, we get to choose characters.
So everybody
Oh
get a-
my...
Does everybody get one of these?
Everyone gets one of those.
Give me a sec.
Everyone starts with
Guess
same colors.
Alright, Thomas. So teach me how...
Can I scooch in here?
No.
Pick me up on anything.
What's up?
Just pick me up on.
Over at Valero.
Right now?
After this?
Dude, I don't give a fuck. If you want. You look plenty old.
Everyone
I
starts
can get it
with
with
I mean, we're going
you
to
can get it with
10
that.
We
coins.
gotta go get the battery after this.
Could you tell them?
Nah, I just,
Not incriminalizing ourselves
Yeah.
right now.
No, they don't know what we're even talking about. We're talking about, getting Starbucks.
Respect, mad respect.
They won't sell me a caffeine, bro. Wait, I'm passing the wrong thing.
I was gonna say.
Battery for the camera is what we're talking about.
Oh, yeah.
Because our camera's dead.
No, I'm good.
Tom?
Jake is good. Oh, but Tommy the Gun.
Thomas, you take a sip.
Yeah, I'll take a sip. The water.
The sip.
Agua.
Tommy, they go down the wrong pipe.
This water hits different.
Does it get quick, or how does it go?
I don't know.
Is it long?
Lemmy never played this, dude.
Did you say it's until like someone passes out?
Yeah, you have to be the last one
Are you?
still not passed out.
Bro.
Like game wise, or is this actually
Game-wise.
something?
Oh,
tricky.
I was
Okay.
about
I'm
to
just gonna
say
knock you out, Jake.
Alright, so
we
what
have
do
to
we
drink
do?
a lot of water.
Alcohol content. Come on, bro. PG-13.
Hey, we're talking about
this
like
game is supposed to be a drinking
stuff,
game.
you know, clean cuts.
Where the fuck is
Fortitude and alcohol content cannot be more than 20 or less than 0.
It's supposed to be like marble things somewhere.
What, these?
Yeah, those.
Damn.
Yes, shake,
Jake's
shake,
quick on the
shake
snag.
the snake, dude.
Good work, Jake. I'm impressed.
The red one goes on 20, and the white one goes on 0.
What's up?
What are you doing tomorrow?
School.
The white one is alcohol content, and the red one is fortitude.
Did you end up hanging out with Alexi?
I fell asleep.
Bro. Nah, I was gonna hit you up because I was hanging out with Davis and Josh like a little before. I was gonna ask you if you were still hanging.
Man, I missed it.
I love it.
The
only thing that makes it
That's what I'm saying. I hate that.
Yeah.
So I need to like look for them on their off days.
Yeah.
Wait,
And
who?
when they have their off days, I'm working.
Oh, shit. Damn, Jake. That's fucked up.
Shit, that was funny.
You're lucky the camera's not on here.
Hey, Cameron,
let's,
look at the meme we're referring to.
We got marbles for everyone? I think we're missing
Yeah.
some marbles. You got marbles?
I got two.
Alright, we're good.
Yo, what the fuck? I got one.
You got 2, dude.
What the fuck?
Oh, shit. This motherfucker hidden.
Everyone gets 10 coins to start.
Yeah, Tommy, if you bring
Coins.
this over to my house, we'll actually drink.
Yeah, I think the last time we was like 4
Jake,
years
the
ago.
audio is still
It
on.
still looks the same.
The mic is right there.
Hey, I never said what we were drinking.
Drink water.
Yeah, I never said
You
what
can
we were
drink, you
drinking.
can drink water here.
Jake, you can drink water.
No, but we got
Yeah.
we got the raspberry lime seltzers.
You know,
Oh,
what?
yeah.
Let's just do this game. Get this game.
You gotta choose your characters.
Oh
What
god.
choices do we got?
Big titty lady.
Wait, is it random or can I
Other
choose?
you can choose.
You are?
Other big titty lady
Yo, it's got to be random.
that has a nice set of armor.
You need armor for this?
Damn, she's got a nice rack of armor.
What are we
No,
gonna-
just
what are
the
we gonna
character.
start
The
fighting?
character has armor.
Wait, where's my character?
You could choose one. You want that one?
Oh,
That one's cool as
She's
shit.
got a nice rack of weaponry.
Gurky the sneak.
We always hunt her.
as far as the
It's like
character.
Let me see the
You want me to
sneaky.
push this?
He's
Nah,
a
but I'll
freak.
tell you.
Let me see the sneaky
one am I
freaky.
on?
Sneak, and he looks like a
Can't,
freak.
dude.
Who's this
And then
guy?
this is Zot, the wizard. And this
Dude,
is
I gotta be the wizard.
The grand
Jake. You already
wizard.
took titty, bitch.
Damn. Who's you?
I'm the priest.
Holy shit, look at me, bro.
That's you?
That's the shit from fucking the Undersea.
That's the bunnies, dude. Those
Those
are the bunnies.
cards,
She kinda
those
bad.
cards go on the deck part.
Alright.
She kind of bad though.
Let me put my deck.
Yeah, I gotta like move my stuff.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
need space.
Wait, what does your wizard look like?
Of course.
My wizard, he looks like he's on PCP to be honest. But
I respect it.
You're going.
alright, guys. Sorry for the abrupt ending. Camera kind of cut out, but we got the most of it. We got the gist of it.
We got the important parts in.
So we just want to say thank you for Ivan and Jake coming out as guests.
Thank you, thank you.
I'd also like to thank Adrian for losing so easily in the card game.
Alright, so we'll bleep that out.
The game got pretty
The
rowdy.
game got heated. Just know, I know where Jake lives.
And we'll see you next time.
We'll see you guys next time. Good night.